Testing. Alright, I should be live. It has been a minute since I've been live. I've been out of town. But today I wanted to finally hunt my Kyogre that I have from Snacksworth Legendary. So I wanted to go... I'm trying to remember, where is it at? Is it southwest? Or northwest? Hey, Overrated, welcome to stream. Good morning. Northwest. So I think it's like... I don't know where it's at, honestly. Maybe it's like over here. I'll just go around the ocean. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, so I want to hunt my Kyogre so I can maybe potentially make a VGC team. I was thinking about maybe trying to build a couple teams for the current regulation. Yo, what's up before dawn? Yo, that's epic. Finally. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Before Dawn. Yeah, I saw that in the Discord. Yo, that's awesome. Congratulations from the Dynamax Adventures. I saw that. Dude, that's epic. I don't really know exactly where Kyogre is. I think I remember seeing it before. Somewhere in the ocean. So I'll just kind of like find it and then save in front of it. You said in the southwest shore. Am I in the right area? Is it like more over here? Like over this little area maybe? Is that what you're maybe thinking? Let me head over there. Hope everyone's having a good start to your new year. Let's see. Head over to the water's edge. It said, I think it's like near Gracia Fields, but I don't even remember where that's at. Let's see. Sorry, the lighting kind of got me off guard there. I'm gonna see if it's maybe by these rocks. Oh, nice. Do you have Scarlet? Is that what you mainly play? You know what? Maybe I'll just look on. Oh wait, there it is. Okay, cool. I thought it might be over here potentially. So I'll just save in front of it. And I'm pretty sure I have a Master Ball. So I'm just gonna Master Ball it and soft reset until I get the 0 attack IV. You have both, that's awesome. That's good. That way you can get all the legendaries and everything. Because as of right now, it's impossible to have both without... I mean, have all the legendaries, excuse me, without having both versions. That's really cool they announced the Switch 2 yesterday, by the way. Alright, here I go. Yo, good morning, Alfie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This is number 1. I mean, keeping track doesn't really matter that much. Yo, Nate, good morning. Good to see you. So yeah, I have a Master Ball, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna Master Ball it every time and then check it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Definitely gonna get one for the house here. Alright. Let me check the very first. That'd be crazy if the very first one is what I need. Pretty good. Okay, so that's not what I want, so. Just gonna soft reset here. Well, not soft reset, I guess hard reset. I don't know if you can soft reset on the Switch. But yeah, I want to catch a legitimate Kyogre that has 0 attack IV, because I don't think I have any that are, you know, that in general. I mean, it's very situational that the 0 attack IVs are going to matter. So it's like, if you just want to play the game, like you just run a Kyogre that you have. But, you know, I've had times where I got more into the competitive aspect and competed and gone the regionals and such. And this is probably like, I mean, I could probably do it in a different game, but it's like pretty straightforward in this game. Yeah, exactly. Overrated. So since Kyogre is going to be a special attacker anyways, maybe like a choice scarf user on the team or choice specs, depending. I just want to optimize its, you know, it doesn't need any attack IVs, so no reason to take extra damage in those scenarios from foul play or potentially hitting yourself in confusion. That's like the whole idea behind it, right? You like Scarlet and Violet's music? I do really like a lot of the themes in this generation. They had that guy from who made Undertale. Is that what it's called? Or is it Overtale? It's Undertale, right? I've never played it, but it looks really cool. Decent attack. I could technically check this. And it could be... I'm gonna bring up Showdown real quick. Pokemon Showdown, because I can input these stats. Yeah, Toby Fox, exactly. Penny's theme, I think, was one he composed, if I remember correctly. Yeah. You can fact check me if that's not correct, but I think that if I remember correct, that was one. So real quick, I'm pulling up Showdown. Or maybe I can bring it up on the screen so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let me find. I'll get a window here actually. 1 second. Okay, cool. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna put Kyogre. It doesn't really matter, I guess. The format. They're level 70 that I'm catching. I mean, technically... Actually, I never really used it like this. I think I've used it like this before, but there's like stat calculators online. I'm pretty sure this would work if I just input the stats. Or actually, no, hold on, I can't like... I have to kind of guesstimate at this point. Well, let me see real quick. 155. So if it was 155... Actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, that's not low enough. That's like 15 attack IVs. So I'm soft resetting for sure. So the reason why I was checking that is because if it by chance was 1 attack IV, that's essentially the same as having 0 attack IV. 1 or 0 is optimal at level 50 because it doesn't... Essentially, like, because all competitive Pokemon's done at level 50, when you're at level 50, you don't technically, this like the IVs are kind of, and EVs are implemented differently. Like when you're at max level, it's like, yeah, those raw stats are added on, but at level 50, it's kind of like a, yeah, it just like rolls off. He composed AI, Sada, and Taurus theme, I believe. Oh, yeah, those were really cool too. Yeah, that's a like yeah, the ending of the game. Honestly, I was rewatching the cutscene on YouTube recently. It's really cool. It's actually like insane, the vibe. I wish we got more information. It feels like there's a lot like left out in this game, honestly. And at times it almost felt like the fan theories about Terapagos and such were more interesting than what we actually got. But I do generally like Scarlet and Violet. I mean, aside all the like hardware issues, which might be resolved on the Switch too, I'm thinking, since it's going to be backwards compatible. Yeah, I feel like it's actually a pretty interesting game. I'm gonna check this real quick too on Showdown. So it's a calm nature, which is kind of interesting. What was his attack? 34. Yeah, that's not low enough. It's pretty close though. It's like probably around 6 or 7 attack IV based on Showdown. So yeah. So you think, do you know, so you're saying Pokemon Z is going to be more competitive based. That's really cool. That's what I wanted more in Pokemon Legends Arceus. That's my only real complaint about it, because I do really enjoy the new, like the approach of the gameplay loop, how they're trying to innovate the old system. But I feel like something was also lost in that, which is the competitive aspect of Pokemon. You know, player versus player type of battling. Yeah, exactly. Alfie, I feel the same. Like, there's potential for even like more DLC. Yeah, that makes sense that there won't be any more for Scarlet Violet. I really do like terrestrialization though. It's a very interesting mechanic. It's really made competitive Pokemon really fun. Mario Kart 9 on the Switch too. That's a great point. Maybe we could do some streams like that when the Switch 2 comes out. Let me master ball this. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button. It does help my content out a lot here. Yo, let's go. I mean, obviously I catch it. Oh my god, I caught it first ball. It's crazy. Let me check it. Oh my gosh, I almost saved. Oof. That would have been bad. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think there's one game where you use the R button to actually open up the box. I think it might have been Sword or Shield or something that I was playing recently. Gosh, that was close. I've never really played a ROM of any Pokemon game. Like a fan-made game. I mean, that's what Syracuse Dracus is trying to say, Alfie. That there is PvP. Maybe they know something that we don't. Did they already put out the price point of it? $500? That's pretty insane to think. What version is Unbound based off of? Like what generation of Pokemon? Right. I have to remember not to save. I definitely want to get this. Fire Red. So it's like, okay, interesting. So it's like Kanto. I mean, technically it's probably like all generations, or maybe they have their own. I don't even know. I know that you can do that. It doesn't really matter. But the mold is that gen. Alright, not what I want. So I'm gonna soft or hard reset here. It's crazy. I started just playing a lot Animal Crossing lately. Like I've been actually like working on my island. I made a couple more gyms to battle at, which I want to try to do another one of those Go Battle League Animal Crossing streams. It's been a minute. I honestly haven't been playing Go Battle League at all. I think I'm like rank 15 or 16. It's crazy. I think there's like a format going on right now called the Color Cup, and I saw that I guess like the new Shadow Palkia you can get in the Rocket Takeover quest line that's going on. It seems pretty powerful because it's a water dragon type, and pretty much you are like neutral against like majority of the things that are used in the format. I think it's like a lot of water and like ice and fire, stuff like that, and grass. Kind of interesting. So it's called Pokemon Unbound. Is that what it's called? You said? Alright. I've been thinking about doing a playthrough of like a retro game. Like I just wanted to do something entirely different. Like I could play like a Game Boy Color game. I could play like an old Game Boy Advance game. I could play like a Nintendo 64 game. Okay, yeah, this is probably not low enough. I have a Wii here also. Cool. You're gonna send me some malware later. I'm just joking. I'm in. Let's do it. Yo, what's up, Woat Mac? Welcome to the stream. So I don't know what reset this is, maybe like 4 or 5, but it doesn't really matter. This is probably like one of the easier hunts that I could be doing. Yes, it is Yash Bash. It's Sally Dassy Sassifrass. At your service. Word. Let's hope it doesn't go past 10. Yeah, I mean, I just want to get this so I can maybe build just like a button mash VGC team that could play. And then just like press buttons, do damage type of team. Maybe even pair it with like a Kingdra or something interesting, you know? With Swift Swim. It's only very situational that you'd want zero attack IV. So in this scenario, it's a special attacker, Kyogre. There's really no reason to run physical attacks on it. And the benefit of having the lower attack when you don't need that investment is whenever you're there's a move called Foul Play, for example, and it does damage to your opponent based on its own attack stat. So if I lower or minimize my attack, it technically weakens that attack a little bit. And if you get confused, for example, in battle, and you hit yourself in confusion, that damage that you're doing to yourself is actually based on your attack IV as well. So by minimizing the attack IV in these like rare scenarios, it's like the only, you would never, like on physical attackers, you never really need to care about any type of like low IV unless you need like a Trick Room Pokemon, then you might get like 0 IV in speed. But for special attackers, typically if you don't need that physical attack, like some Pokemon are mixed attackers, you know, maybe you have like a U-turn on it, it's like you don't really need to minimize that attack then. But yeah, it's almost like, it's like a very rare scenario where it matters. And honestly, Kyogre is a water type, so it's not even weak to Foul Play, which is the dark move. So it's like, there's some scenarios where that little bit of HP that you are actually not taking will matter. And that's why I'm hunting it. Because once I catch it, pretty much I can use this Kyogre forever. Like, I could run a regular Kyogre. I was saying this earlier, like, if you just play the game and you're just playing it for fun, it doesn't actually matter that much. But since I could potentially, like, you know, I've been known to go to regionals and actually compete. Best in attack, oh my gosh, it's perfect. No, that's not what I want. But, yeah. You're hunting Mudkip right now? That's awesome. Yeah, good luck. The shiny Mudkip, I'm imagining. Yeah, so the idea is just like, there's some scenarios where it matters, but it's like, even in, like, if I was typically Psychic type Pokemon or Ghost Pokemon, this matters more because they're already weak to the dark move Foul Play. So Foul Play is gonna really hurt. Like, even a Murkrow using Foul Play into like a Calyrex can hurt. So it's like, you want to try to minimize that as much as you can. I already did catch my Spectrier, for example. Like, it's archived on the channel here. Like, pretty much, that one, it took me like less than 2 hours to find it. It's really not that hard because it's honestly like a 1 in like 32 chance. Like, anything else doesn't really matter. If I was looking for, like, the one hunt that is really annoying in this game is the Blood Moon Ursaluna, because it's a special attacker, which, you know, falls under the same reason why you would want zero attack on a special attacker. And you also could run it as a Trick Room Pokemon, so you would actually want 0 speed as well. So that hunt actually becomes more difficult to get the 2 stats, and I actually did that hunt on this channel as well, and I miraculously caught it in 2 streams, and it wasn't perfect, mind you. I actually kind of settled. Like, the speed IV was 0, which is the main thing that matters, but its actual attack IV was like 6 or something like that. But I settled for it because I was like, that's still low. That's like low enough. Okay, this is still not a low enough attack. Like, again, it's like a normal ground type, so it's neutral against these scenarios. And I'm like, that's still like minimal HP difference of like having 0 attack versus like 6 or something. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm just like getting all crazy talking about it, but I am actually very happy that I caught that Blood Moon Ursaluna, because I did end up using it on a regional that I went to. Which is the whole point, you know? Because even past this generation, for example, if they allow Blood Moon Ursaluna in a future game, that's one I can use. And same idea with this Kyogre. Like, I'm not usually a big fan of using like Pokemon like Kyogre or, you know, like Groudon. So I've never really done the hunts to try to get the optimal IV spreads for them. But like, Groudon doesn't matter also, because you don't typically run it. It's, as a Trick Room Pokemon, its speed's a little too high. So yeah, like, any physical attackers, IVs don't really matter that much. Urshifu is pretty insane, right? Good, that's awesome, Yash Prash. I hope you do get it, by the way. So, I do have a team I built with Miraidon and Araquanid that I did use in this regulation before in the past. It's a pretty cool team. It was pretty generic though. It was like based off of a very popular team comp. I don't even know if it's like relevant these days. Like Terra Ground Rigoraph, I think it was. It was supposed to pair next to, why am I looking at that? It was supposed to pair next to Miraidon. Yeah, let me reset here. But there's some like cool, I mean, like Kyogre and Groudon are typically pretty good, but One thing I like about these formats, as much as I don't really like using legendaries, I mean, I don't know if that's clear based on anything I've even said today. I'm not really a big fan of using legendaries ever in any Pokemon games, whether it be like just casually playing the game or, you know, it's cool to have them and such, but it's never been like, oh, I'm gonna make a team and put legendaries on it. And even when I play like these type of formats, I usually try to like, I bring a lot of underpowered Pokemon just to like, it's more of a challenge, you know, it's more interesting at times. But it is good to like have the, I mean, like playing like a team, like even if I run Kyogre, I could still run some Spice. You know, some Swift Swim Spice picks or whatever. Like the idea of when you run like a restricted format like this, it's like you kind of have to protect your legendary that you pick for your team. So if Kyogre is your pick, it's like, yes, it can be used to set up other things on your team. But at the same time, you have to also be kind of like pairing things with it that can kind of like take care of its weaknesses, like grass types, electric. That's kind of the idea, is like build a team, like you build your team around your restricted pick. You pick one and you're like, okay, I want to run Calyrex, for example. So you're going to just like try to complement your entire team to synergize, to be like, create every pathway to break through a team that could, you know, wall your Calyrex. And then like just have a free like opening to like sweep. Or, you know, it's like force your opponent to play around that. Yeah, I know how you feel 100% Alfie. I'm the same. I feel the same way. I like the formats that don't have legendaries in it. I think they're more diverse. I mean, seeing like all those bug types get a lot of play, that's super cool. Yeah, I agree. It was such a cool format. It would be interesting if they went back to like the first, like Regulation A or 1 or whatever it was called originally. I don't remember what it was called at first. But I guess it would be considered Regulation A. Like the very first format. It'd be insane to go back to that. Just to do it. Did I know that Ho-Oh gets Giga Drain? I feel like I may have known that, but no, honestly, like it feels a little shocking. Mainly because I feel like I typically look at Ho-Oh as a physical attacker. But I mean, that's interesting. Is there something that you like? Did you have an idea for that? Let me see here real quick what the IVs are. So when I'm looking at the decent, I'm just like typically real quick looking. I think it's attacks that has to be like around the low 130s for it to be worth checking to see if it's actually like 0 or 1. Or 1 in this case, because we know it's not 0. Yeah, it has respectable stats. I mean, a lot of Pokemon like that, you can kind of like, the surprise factor alone can be enough to kind of like give you that competitive edge. Yeah, exactly. Like 110 is respectable. Let's see. The fact that this will lose every single time. You know what? Maybe I should actually like knock it out and save again. Because this is actually like taking up too much time. Yeah. Alright, let me save. Please no more of that. Like, jeez Louise. You know what, actually let me get like right in front of it too. perfect, bro. It's level 70 though. That could be interesting. Terragrass Ho-Oh. You know? It's very interesting. That's some spice right there. And like on the ladder, that could be really cool. You know, I like the idea of that actually. Yeah, these legendaries are level 70. Alright, let me check it real quick. Which is pretty cool also, you know, saves you some EXP candy. Alright. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you're all having a good morning. Yeah, I guess I was feeling a little inspired to maybe play some VGC at some point down the line here. Even though this is not like the best format of Scarlet and Violet. It just reminded me, I still have legendaries I need to capture. And again, like I said, not all of them matter that much. But I think it's very important to have, like, at least know that the Pokemon that if I, you know, wanted to run a Kyogre at an actual regional or a local tournament, that it was caught by legitimate means. Because I don't want to be like accidentally bringing a, you know, if I got traded a Kyogre and it looks like too good to be true, then more than likely it's not real and could potentially be flagged at some point. Small chance, honestly, but I don't mind like taking the time to actually capture one and then know for sure it's like legitimate. Yo, what's up, Tess? Good to see you. Good morning. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for letting me come to your island the other day. That was really nice of you. Alright, I have the hard reset there. Let's see. Let's go. What would be the coolest Pokemon to pair with Kyogre that would take advantage of the rain? Like, if you were to build a team, what would be the pick? Spiciest answers that you can think of. It's okay if there's just like something that's powerful and you want to be like, yeah, this would be good. But what would you use against, like, pairing up with this guy right here? Or gal? Alright, let's see. Well, how much damage does like a water spout do to Ho-Oh though? I mean, granted, it would do less damage the more HP that's like taken away. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Tess. I think the one day I came over, I was just kind of busy. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Okay, let me reset. I think I was like laying in one of your villagers' bed, AFK. Honestly. I think it was like the frog or Henry. I was like, Henry, you're my safe space here on A5. And he just like said, you don't need to explain anything. Just lay down. You pair it with a mushroom. Yeah, that makes sense. With a Moongus. Dang, that's insane still. Thanks for those calcs, overrated. Yeah, I was in your island, remember? You came in the house and saw me hidden. I was hiding away. Henry was like, you don't need to say a word, Sass. Thanks, Henry. You're my best friend on this island. We're talking about Animal Crossing, if you're wondering. Pretty good. Ferrothorn. Is Ferrothorn in this game? I can't even remember. Is Ferrothorn in Scarlet Violet? Because I feel like we would be seen more if it was. I don't think it is. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think it is, because I feel like that would be one that would be like kind of interesting with terrestrialization. Usually the Pokemon that have a quad weakness have kind of been able to shine in the terrestrialization meta, like Frostmoth, for example. Terrible typing, bug, ice. Some of the worst typing. You're quad weak to rock, fire. You know what I mean? It's just not good. But when you give it terrestrialization, and it could be like a Terra Water with Quiver Dance, that's insane. Because Quiver Dance is a great move. I mean, Volcarona has it, and again, Firebug, even though that's kind of bad typing, has actually been good because of its move. It's like a move pool in the past. But with terrestrialization, you can Terra Grass, Volcarona. You could Terra Water, Volcarona, Terra Fairy, I've seen even. I've seen some crazy stuff over the year, or 2, or 3. Actually, it's been like 3 years, right? Scarlet Violet at this point. Yeah, Ferrothorn would be cool. I do really like the idea of using something like Ferrothorn with Kyogre, but yeah, not in this generation, unfortunately. Because yeah, I feel like that would be everywhere. I really like Lissapod. I mean, it's not in this generation either, but Araquanid I actually run in this format because I feel like being water bug, it kind of plays a very unique role with its typing. Because there's a lot of ground with, you know, Kyogre, I mean, excuse me, Groudon. And being a water type, it kind of resists the ice and water moves. Yeah, Shninja would be insane. Yeah, Mega Drain on the Volcarona with Terragrass. Yeah, that's like a great combo. That's actually like a very common strat with it actually in VGC. You could even run Rage Powder on it and make it like try to redirect physical attackers and try to get a burn on them with your ability. There's a lot of like unique ways to run the Pokemon. It's still too high. That's awesome, Tess. You have some new stuff for sale. Very cool. All right. Thanks again for tuning into the stream today, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on YouTube, will you please hit the like button? It does help my content out a lot here. Yeah, that would be insane. An invincible Shninja. Yeah. What? And same reason why they banned, I mean, why Furfur is not in this game too, you know, it's like too many haircuts. Break the game with all the graphics. I am excited that Furfur is going to be in ZA though. I was hoping to potentially get a shiny during this event in Pokemon Go, the fashion week that's going on. I haven't really been playing that much. But I do want to get my Shadow Palkia, so I have been trying to do the rocket grunts, even if remotely. You know, like they pop up in the balloon every like I think it's 3 hours during this event. It's more frequent, at least, I think, during the rocket takeovers. Can we roleplay at some point in Animal Crossing? I mean, maybe. I don't know if I'm like the best candidate to do it. Like, if I do it, I'm gonna be playing like GTA style Animal Crossing, like. And like, I was roleplaying, you know, I hid in a room away from you. And then I disappeared. You know, that's just the role I was playing. You know, I was giving it my 110%. So, if you don't like me at my 110%, you don't deserve me at my 100%. That's how the saying goes. Kyogre is Chi-Yu, red fish, blue fish. Man, that's actually really interesting. I mean, technically Chi-Yu next to Kyogre would be insane. Like, protect with Chi-Yu and just like water spout. Like, legitimately could be insane damage. Like, that's not actually a bad idea. It's just like, water spout might not be the play. Maybe you'd run like hydro pump, which again, scary. It's like a worse move probably in comparison because it can miss. But it would make more sense next to Chi-Yu. And Chi-Yu would just enable so much damage, yo. It'd be a fishy team. That could be a really cool team, like a fishy squad. The fish squad. What would be like the ultimate fish team? Chi-Yu, I want to make a team with Chi-Yu Kyogre because it seems so anti-synergistic. Like maybe there's like a way, because you know what I mean. It's like Chi-Yu's already like if you put water on the field, you're already like setting yourself up for disaster. You found the shiny kip of mud. Congratulations, Yash Bash. Stellar Terra makes air balloon. Terra Electric Ninja not invincible. Wait, what do you mean? I think Garchomp is going to be in ZA. Rillaboom, Tornadus, Icy Wind. I want to know the ultimate fish team. I legitimately want to make it because it just sounds so bad. But if I can get a win with it, then, you know, that's what's up. I'm going to pull up Showdown and open up a... I'm just gonna like brainstorm. What are fish Pokemon? I wish Lantern was in. I don't think it's in Scarlet and Violet. That would have been cool. Alright, let me reset. Fish Pokemon. And I don't want to just look at water type because there might be something that, you know, technically could be considered a fish that's not just blatantly a water type. Anything coming to mind, chat? Like, I have Kyogre and Chi-Yu right now for like a team of 6 Pokemon that could be the ultimate fish team. I mean, maybe like Barraskewda or something. Maybe so, Alfie. That's a good point, actually. Oh, yeah, I mean, honestly, overrated. The fact that there's Mega Evolution in ZA, it's safe to assume every Mega Evolution that exists in the game from the previous generations are going to be in ZA, and I'm assuming we're going to see like some new Mega Evolutions that they're going to probably start teasing once it gets closer to its release. Probably 3 new starters that are Megas, and then I imagine like a handful of new Pokemon as well, like maybe like regional exclusives. I'm pretty excited. Alright, I'm gonna keep resetting here. Hey Lady Evie, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to think of the ultimate fish team. If you can think of any fish Pokemon, let me know in the chat. Because so far I have Kyogre and Chi-Yu. I want to see if it's possible to make a team of just fish Pokemon. Thinking outside the box is going to go a long way here because running a mono team is sometimes hard. At the same time, like if someone's weak to water, then it just becomes like you overwhelm them. Sea King? I don't think Sea King is in Scarlet and Violet. That'd be cool though. Any Pokemon that are in Scarlet and Violet, I wish it was. I mean, I'd definitely consider it. Oh, Basculegion could be interesting. Maybe Basculegion. I mean, I could just run like a bunch of Swift Swim Pokemon. Like, those are dead giveaways. Luminion? I mean, that is a fish. I'm gonna just throw together some real quick. I have Basculegion, Barraskewda. I'm gonna put Luminion as like a fill-in just for the time being. Let me look at its stats. Dang, it has the most basic stats ever. 69 base HP, which is not that great. These are still too high. Yeah, Luminion's pretty bad. It does get Swift Swim though, but it's like, even if you're fast, like you can't do anything with these stats. You don't have a real offensive presence. I mean, Dondozo, technically. I don't know if I've checked it yesterday or today. Electros could make sense, I think. Like that's the thing. It's like, you know, Electros and Tentacruel, you make a great point. They're not necessarily fish. They kind of are just like aquatic creatures. I feel like I'm going for a fish theme, which makes it more interesting. Like, I like the theme idea. Magikarp. Oh my gosh, Magikarp would just be. If I had a Magikarp on the team and I got a win, that would be epic. Like, it's like I don't technically have to use it. I could just have it on the team as like a team of 6. Dude, that would actually be amazing if I could get a win. So it would be technically like a 5 or 6 situation. Like, I should just put Magikarp on it for fun. I'll just put it on there for a fill-in for now. Yeah, he is a fish. I agree. Like, it fits criteria. I didn't say they have to be a good Pokemon. Yeah, actually, isn't Garchomp considered a land shark? But, like, technically sharks aren't fish. Because they have, like, cartilage as bone. They're technically, like, in a different... I forget what it's called, but, like, stingrays and sharks are actually closer related than they are to fish. Mainly because of, like, the cartilage. So yeah, I would say Garchomp doesn't technically count either. Even though I do feel like if it was like... If I was just like an ocean themed team, I would say Garchomp would definitely count. To a degree. Just because of the shark aspect. Because is there really a such thing as a land shark? No. Not that I know of, at least. Thanks, Tess. What did you say? I saw that you sent me a crown before. You know what's really funny? Someone gave me that crown years ago. And apparently it cost a lot of money. I didn't even know. But I mean, I'm not a fan of wearing like crowns. Like, why am I going to put on a crown in Animal Crossing? Feels a little cheesy. So I gifted it to one of my villagers on stream after he gave it to me. He was like, do you know how much that costs? And I looked it up. I was like, holy smokes. I just gave one of my villagers. It was actually Zucker. He still has it. He wears it sometimes. It's so funny. I mean, that makes it all worth it though. That he like randomly puts it on, but it's so funny that this guy, like, he was like, he gifted it to me and I just gave it away like immediately with no like recollection of like how rare it was or how expensive, I guess. I mean, technically, you know, upon looking at the team, I could run Luminion as like a special attacker and try to pair it next to Chi-Yu. I think Chi-Yu is allowed in this format. But so the team that I'm it's like all water Pokemon except for Chi-Yu, so it's just I mean technically though Chi-Yu can help deal with pesky. I think Luminion can learn Tailwind if I remember correctly. Yeah, it can actually learn Tailwind, so that could be a Tailwind setup. Barbaroach. Oh wait, is Witchcash in this game? I think it might be. I don't remember. I want it's all fish themed. If Wishcash is in the game, I don't remember if it is. That would be cool. So Chi-Yu could be on it. I mean, honestly, it's like not like a terrible idea. It's just that it's not a good team. But on ladder, you know, playing on online mode, there's a chance I could get an opponent I can actually win against. And that's kind of the challenge. It is in Scarlet and Violet, so that one might actually be kind of interesting. Maybe I should make a team of like special attackers. And I'll put Magikarp on it too, just to put it there. You said your golden flowers are doing fine now because you've hacked the game. That's... I mean, awesome. My life is doing so much better since I robbed that bank, dog. All that money I got for free without working for it. It's great. I mean, I have felony. I'm doing 15 years in prison now. For that brief moment, my life was different for the better. Well, is Tatsugiri considered a fish? I think it might be. You might be on something there. Because that could be pretty good. And then that kind of brings up the case of like, I could just run Dondozo Tatsugiri, which is actually like good. Like, could be good, paired next to the Kyogre. One of your Elite Four had one, and your whole team was weak to it, and had Terra Water, your Dreadnought immediately to deal with it. Try Algae. Is that considered a fish, though? It's more like a seahorse. Wishcash? I need to look at this. I already know what bears... Like, I don't want to just run... Like, I guess... I honestly don't even necessarily want to run Swift Swim Pokemon on the team. Just because I want to run the spiciest like, potential team I could. It has hydration. I mean, that's actually kind of interesting. Maybe I could build like a bulky, like Wishcash. This Pokemon has a status card at the end of each turn if Rain Dance is active. So doesn't that mean I could run Sleep? And if Rain is on the field, I would be immediately awoken. You're rich now on animal. Well, I mean, I can imagine Why? I don't really, if I'm being honest, like, I definitely, like, back in the day on one of my Animal Crossing games for the 3DS, I, like, had an action replay, and I, like, you know, put infinite bells and all the items in the game. It completely just destroys the point of playing the game, in my opinion. Like, I kind of like the aspect of that I don't get everything I want in the game, and I have to be patient to get things over time. Like, I don't time travel, I don't do all those things, you know. And again, like, you can do whatever you want to your game. Wait, I was like looking at that, like, what doesn't make any sense? But yeah, I'm just not like a fan of it personally. Because like, I just feel like, why even play the game at that point? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's already like arguably a waste of time. You know, it's like, but what's fun about it is the aesthetic, in my opinion. Like, why do I like playing Animal Crossing? It's a mystery. It just calms me. Like, something about it feels nostalgic at this point too. Yo, what's up, Chimchar? You know, Overquill technically, yeah, I think would count here. You're a cheater. It's okay. You don't. It's okay to be a cheater. In this situation, at least. Because it's just Animal Crossing. It doesn't affect anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, granted. Like, let me just throw that out there. Like, what you're doing in your game doesn't affect anyone else. Yeah, actually, I think Overkill would be kind of cool. Because it actually kind of gives me some variety in typing here as well. So maybe I'll get rid of Basket Legion. I want to run something kind of spicy. And this is kind of they kind of serve a similar purpose, I suppose. Let me check. I don't think Electros would count just because it's an eel. So I wouldn't put Electros. Right now, what I have is Kyogre, Chi-Yu, Wishcash, Overquill, Lumineon, and Magikarp. I mean, Magikarp is obviously like just there to intimidate my opponent. You know? Like, I got the scale hero fish. I feel like I can use Lumineon as a Tailwind setup. And then Overquill could be like my physical attacker, potentially. Or I could like just run it as, I mean, it only has 65 special. I mean, technically I could run Quillfish with Evilite. Well, let me look at what Quillfish is looking like here. Honestly, maybe I should run Evilite Quillfish. That could be kind of cool. And then I can run, instead of Swift Swim, I can just run Intimidate, which is great utility. Dude, this is actually, I can run Haze on it. Let me look at this. It has Pain Split, which is kind of interesting too. I could use Spike's Taunt. It has Acid Spray. Acid Spray actually could go hard here. Dude, honestly, this could be kind of cool. Yeah. So, what do you think so far of this team idea? Kyogre, Chi-Yu. I definitely think Kyogre, Chi-Yu. Quillfish I like a lot, actually, looking at it. It could be a really unique support, like pivot Pokemon with Intimidate. And I'm guessing, like, I don't know if I want to run Lumineon, but it could definitely be funny if I actually got a win with it. I could run like Terra Flying Luminion, because I think it gets Air Slash, if I remember correctly. And I could use that as like catch grass types off card. I don't know. Like, oh, look at my fish flying in the air coming after you. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it learns Air Slash, which has 95% accuracy. That's not that great. I mean, I could run Terra Ice also. You trying to give me a Chi-Yu, Chimchar? I'll trade you something for a Chi-Yu. It has Icy Wind. I could run Terra Ice. But it's like, maybe if I'm running Tailwind, I would just run like a defensive Terra type anyways on Luminion. In VGC, it would be double battles. That's the format I was gonna make it for. So online, you would be show 6, but you only pick 4. And that's why I'm okay with putting Magikarp on the team, because I'm not actually going to use it. It's just there for team preview reasons. And it's kind of like making the challenge more difficult also, because it's like a handicap. Like I'm down 1 Pokemon, technically. So if I get a win with a team like this, then it's just like insult to injury to my opponent. And it'll make a great YouTube video. I feel like that's the type of stuff I like doing in Pokemon. You know, it's like, I'm never gonna say like this is good or like you should do this, but it's definitely fun. I don't, is Baton Pass even a thing anymore? I honestly don't even remember if it's still a move. Because I feel like I've not seen it for the longest time. Yeah, I don't think Baton Pass exists anymore. Like, back in the day, I remember doing strategies like that. I mean, so I'm looking at, like, what can Luminion offer to the team? It does get Flip Turn, which is kind of interesting. You can kind of pivot out there. It also gets U-Turn, which, again, could be interesting for coverage reasons, but do I really need grass? I mean, I guess against grass it could make sense. So you have 2 Chi-Yus with 0 attack. Yo, I would... It doesn't matter the nature to me. If you're willing to trade when you're 0 attack, I would totally trade for that, because that's amazing, dude. Is there anything you're looking for that I might have? I could run Helping Hand or like Tickle. Charm might be. Charm could be pretty good, actually. Like, maybe I should be looking at like ways I can just like weaken my opponent's team. Sorry, I'm just looking. It has Encore. Encore actually is kind of interesting. Because it could be Swift Swim, Luminion. Oh! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. No good attack. This is what I was looking for. Nasty Plot, Alluring Voice. Does it get Nasty Plot? I didn't notice that. Let me see. Oh, you're talking about Tatsugiri. That could be interesting. Thank you. That didn't take too long. About an hour. Here, let me save real quick. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. Is 0 attack IV Kyogre. Let me save. Very nice. Are you down in the trade at all, Chimchar? Like, is there something? Can I like show you my Pokemon? Like, maybe if you want to look. Because I would totally... Like, I'll just use my Chi-Yu that doesn't have 0 attack, but... I feel like you even traded me the other one in the past that I was using. If I remember correctly. Where is my Chi-Yu at? I probably passed it. Chi-Yu... Wait, where is it? There it is. Yo. Oh, yeah, I got this one from Mr. Joe. But this one was like 14 attack or something, if I remember correctly. But I definitely used this in tournaments before. What would you like for it? Is there anything that you want me to trade you for it? Do you want like a shiny Pokemon? Do you want like... I don't know what you're looking for. Because I definitely would like the trade for it. Jingle Hell? This is one that I made in like X and Y or something. Just a shiny you can use for your next playthrough? Yo, let me look. So you want like a low level one? You want a Malcombi? No, I'm just joking. You want, yeah, I have a Charmander. But I don't know if you want that. The female Combi, which I'm keeping, of course. Dude, that's actually insane I have this. I have one that I caught in Arceus too. This is like apparently one of the rare shinies, being a female. Like, that's actually insane I have that just chilling there. I think I have duplicates of this. Do you want a shiny Squawkabilly? Because I can give you one of these. Level 19. Brave nature. I don't know if you want a Squawkabilly. Paldean. Pokemon. Rare shiny. Well, yeah, like the Melcombi's not rare. It's the electric bird? You mean Watchroll? Well, some of them I'm like trying not to trade just because they're for my living decks. If I could avoid trading some of them. Like, I think Watchroll is one of them that I actually need still for my living decks. I could find something else if you don't want that. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have... Do you want like a Alolan Geodude? Or like a Litwick shiny? Do you want the Alolan... Was it Alolan Geodude that you wanted? Because I think this is still pretty low level. I mean, 22 is kind of high, but that will quickly... You'll catch up to that. Alright, cool. So I'll make a trade code. I'll go online and I'll make a trade code if that's cool to trade right now. Are you able to trade right now, Chimchar? Here, let me get on land. I'm not in that water. Losing frames. Alright, cool. Let me connect to the internet. I'll make the trade code. I think it's gonna update too, because I think there's a Flamigo event going on right now. Sounds good, Overraid. Good luck on getting the ability patch. Wait, what's the raid that's going on right now? Isn't it the Alone Executor? I mean, I'm down to put one up on the stream after I do this trade real quick. It'll be the code I normally make, 4420 4420. Alright, I'm looking. I do kind of want to make this weird water team. Well, it's not a water team, it's a fish team. It's probably gonna get crushed if I make it. Alright, here's the Geodude. Bro, you're a legend. This is insane. Yo, if you ever do the playthroughs and you get the Gouging Fire or Raging Bolts and you have extras, I'd be down to trade for those too, because I don't trust the online trades at all to get a legitimate one. And it's like, there's no need to be so paranoid about it. It's just like the last year or two, whenever they kind of disqualified people at tournaments for having gen Pokemon. It's like, I just want to know where my Pokemon are coming from. Yo, thank you so much, Jimchar. Let me look at this. Dude, that's insane. No good attack. And I know it's real, because I know, like, that you play the game legitimately. And you've just been grinding it over and over, resetting. Bro, that's insane. Thank you so much. I'm definitely gonna make it worth it. So let me just throw, like, my idea team here. If I have, like, the Pokemon available. Actually, right up here at the top is my other team that I ran in this format. But it would be Miraidon. That was my restricted pick. But these were the, like, the teammates. Got Chopper, Sniffles, Gingerbread, Bosby, and Boo Boo. Oh yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So it has decent and decent, but when I calced it, the speed is 1, which is the same as 0 at 50. So it's technically optimal, but then its attack IV I think was like 6 IVs or something. So I just settled. I thought that was good enough. I don't even know if I have a Magikarp. Here, I'll just show it in Showdown. I'm gonna save real quick. But before I do that, actually, let me find one of these Executor raids. I'd be down to host one if anyone wants to join and do an Alone Executor Terra raid. Because I think that started yesterday. And this may be one right over here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the code up on the stream if anyone would like to join. I'll type it also. Yeah, sounds good, Chimchar. Alright, if you want to help fight this Alone Executor, feel free to join the raid. What should I bring? I mean, technically I could bring this. I feel like. Feel free to join if you would like to. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Let's see if I can kind of move this somewhere else. Maybe not there. Can't even see it now, hold on. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like making a rough draft of the team, which is going to be not that great. But that's the whole point, is that it should be hilarious to use. So I'll use Choice Scarf on Kyogre and Choice Specs on Chiyu. I mean, Magikarp can... I mean... Speed is well. Oh, that's not good. Oh, look at this. Paint Split could be unique. Haze is kind of interesting too, because I don't think I have like really too much setup on my team. Just kind of taking a peek. I mean, maybe I just run a water move. I imagine like some fairy type, or yeah, like probably like steel fairy type. Like Tinkaton's probably great for this raid. Here, I'll put the code up again if anyone wants to join. Being steel fairy is probably super good, just because it resists. Like you're immune to the dragon moves, you're resisting the grass moves. You have like Magearna, Zacian. I think Zacian's in the game. No, actually, yeah, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I don't know why I'm like confused. When you went to the visit, felt like jackpot to you because I visited their live stream. It was Animal Crossing 1. It felt like heroin. No, just joking. Sorry. Minimize Quillfish. Sorry, I'm just looking to see what kind of spice I could be running. Dude, Stockpile? Stockpile plus Haze. Seems like a bad idea. Actually, Haze plus Acid Spray doesn't seem like a good idea either. So I'll just kind of take away Haze. I mean, at this point, it's like... It has pretty bad attacks. I mean, 95 is respectable. Maybe I do just put like a offensive move on it. Could 50% the poison or barrage. How about I use this? That could be something. But then it's like, do I really want to run Acid Spray? Because I'd only run it to support my other teammates, which again, when I look at it, it's like... I mean, honestly... Maybe. Maybe I run Taunt. Maybe I don't even run Pain Split, but Pain Split could be unique. But then it's like, maybe I just don't run something like Stockpile. Honestly, it probably doesn't even matter what you bring to this raid. I'm gonna bring, wait, I could just bring Magearna. I just realized I have it in my party. Here, let me try it out. It's probably super easy. I'm gonna probably work on this team off stream, and then I might do a stream soon trying to use it. Let's see, hydration, I guess. Let's get Dragon Dance. I do remember that. It's actually kind of insane. Just gonna go for Metal Sound to start here. Yes. sunny day. I mean, Amnesia is kind of interesting. Like, maybe I run Curse and Amnesia. And Leftovers and Protect. Let's see. It could be interesting. Overrated. Be a little spicy. I don't know if it'd be good. It could be interesting. Because it doesn't... I don't think it would have a lot of support moves. But I think you would definitely catch your opponent off guard. What if I run Amnesia, Curse, Outrage, and Protect, and just use Dragon Terra? That'd be kind of crazy, actually. That's super spice. Like, legitimately, this is kind of insane. I kind of like it, though. You're gonna use it as offensive? I don't know, then. Because the thing that's nice about Garchomp is you can run Clear Amulet, which prevents the Intimidates. I don't feel like it's worth having that, like losing that ability to have the item. Yeah, it's definitely not a supporter. No one's pretending. So let's see. You know what? Maybe I should be running Choice Scarf Chiyu and then Choice Specs Kyogre. I think that would make more sense. Let me look at what I could be running here. Yeah, this raid looks super easy, by the way. I'm like not even paying attention. I like Snarl just because I can kind of like neutralize my opponent a bit. I mean, Dark Pulse makes sense here. Maybe I'll just run like Terra Blast and run maybe like Terra Water. Maybe I should run Terra Grass. Because that could be kind of good. To catch my opponent off guard. But I mean, same thing with like, I guess I would just keep water on Kyogre just to like optimize like any type of damage coming out here. Water Spout. Guess Ice Beam. Thunderbolt? Maybe? I don't even know what people run on Kyogre. I feel like that would make sense, like coverage. Maybe double water moves here. Maybe like a single target. In case there's like what's it called? What's that move called? Why can't I remember? The one that blocks double moves. It's left me. I'll just put Hydro Pump. Why is this not killing the Exeggutor? This thing is still alive, it's crazy. Dang, that was actually kind of close. What happened there? Was I not attacking or something? Maybe I was like pressing A on a move I couldn't use in succession or something. Wide guard. Yeah. I mean, this seems like a solid coverage. The only problem is if I'm facing other Kyogre and they Thunderbolt, I'm kind of screwed. if I don't run like a defense nature here. Like grass is the only thing that would make sense to me. Maybe I'd run grass. I don't really like running like two things out of the same thing, but it's not a terrible idea. So yeah, this is like my idea so far. What do you think? I mean, EVs and stuff aren't like... I guess I'll just run modest nature at that point. Timid nature here for sure. I mean, I've just optimized speed, like their specs. Fast specs. Nah, I'll just optimize, I think. I mean, if I won with this team, like, that would be absurd. Just so you understand. Like, I do not feel like this is I mean, to be fair though, like, there's some utility here. Like, I could actually get off some Intimidates. And then I have Snarl as well. I got Charm also on Luminion here. I think what I would... Stellar Terra? That'd be so pointless. Let me Stellar Terra on my mono type water type that has terrible stats. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do for today. I just kind of wanted to get my Kyogre, which I did end up catching, thankfully, relatively fast. Kind of brainstorm this team. Like, maybe I'll try to actually build it. It seems fun, at least, right? But, yeah, let me hide this right now. Here, actually, real quick, I'll make it big so you can see the team that I'm thinking of using. So it's going to be potentially Kyogre with Choice Specs, with Choice Scarf, Chi-Yu. It's a fish team, just so you understand. Maybe Wishcash. That is actually just like packing Terra Dragon Outrage on it. And then we got Quillfish. I mean, technically there might be some synergy here because, you know, obviously this can't hit any fairy type Pokemon, but then I have Quillfish that's like... Here, I should make this maybe Poison Terra. With its Barbarage popping out the gate here, potentially. Luminion as maybe support. What item would I even run on this? Maybe like Citrus Berry or something. And then Magikarp to just kind of be there as like emotional support. I'll probably find a shiny Magikarp I have and put it on the team. No problem, Tess. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Yeah, what's your question, Chimchar? Oh, what are you looking for IVs for the other ones? Honestly, the main one is just Chi-Yu. You could for Wo-Chien also look for 0 attack IV. That's another one. And then I guess on Tinglu, if you found 0 speed, that could be an option. But you don't need 0 speed on Tinglu at all. But you could find one. If you were just trying to find all of the possible options, I would have one that doesn't have 0 speed and one that does have 0 speed. But yeah, this is the team I was thinking about maybe building off stream. Again, this would be like pretty crazy if I did use this. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream today, ladies and gentlemen. I did find my no good Attack IV. It might be hard to see here, but you should be able to see like just barely. It says no good for Kyogre here. So that means 0 attack IVs, which is optimal for competitive. So I'm pretty freaking pumped. And now that I'm looking at that, maybe I did find some that were actually pretty close. Quirky nature, it doesn't matter the nature, but thanks again for tuning in today, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the Sass Squad's getting stronger each and every day. Good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.